Hey everybody, this is Pops Reviews and coming back at you with another video for the Squared Circle Wrestling game here that you've seen. I've done a few videos previously to this one. This is going to show off probably my last demonstration video. This is going to be a tag team match to show the tag team mechanics and how they work for this game. So right now, as you can see, I have the two teams here. I have the Road Warriors, Animal and Hawk, and they're going to be taking on the Midnight Express of beautiful Bobby Eaton and lover boy Dennis Condrey. And as well, they have their manager, Jim Cornette, who will be in the corner of the Midnight Express. Paul Ellering is also in the corner of the Road Warriors, but actually for this game, the Road Warriors are actually going to be the face, the good guys for this match here. So if Ellering, if the Road Warriors are good guys, he actually doesn't do anything for his chart. He's just there observing the match. He still could get involved if something happens, like on the wrestling raffle chart. He could get involved that way, but his actual manager chart, it would only be if he's a heel. And then obviously Jim Cornette has all his trickery that he's going to be doing. Now, the manager is only getting involved in a match if your wrestler rolls a cheat on his chart. So for Bobby Eaton, it would be a 97 to 99, and for Condrey, it's a 94 to 96. So that's when Cornette has possibly the ability to interfere, but you'd have to roll a six-sided dice, roll a 1 to 2, and then Cornette would be able to interfere. If you roll a 3, 4, 5, 6, then you would have to go to the other cheat chart that comes with the game. So that's who's involved in this match here. I've made out their cards and their PowerPoints. So I'll show you actually Bobby Eaton's here first. So what's going to happen is each guy is rated as a singles wrestler in this game. So then he's going to be adding tag team points, because if he is with his tag team partner, then he gets to it kind of makes them more of a formidable team, like they were an actual good team. So so for beautiful Bobby, he gets 300 tag team points, as you can see by his sheet here, under the tag team points 300. So his initial rating is 565, and because he's teaming with his partner Dennis Condrey, you're going to add 300 tag team points. So that's how you get to this total of 865. Then you're going to do the different levels for him. So then timesing at a 0.8 would be 692, a 0.6, 0.4, and 0.2. That's how you get to these levels here. And then level 5 is 0. And so as you can see here, I'm going to start these guys at a level 4. So I put a 173 up here. So that's his fatigue, his energy for the match. So he's going to be at a 173. Condrey is going to start at a 154. Animal is going to be at a 168. And Hawk is going to be at a 172. Okay, and again, you can play this at any different level. It's going to be up to you. For video purposes, I'm going to play it at level 4, because to play it any other level higher than this, you're going to see it'd be a really, really long match, especially for a tag team match. Because you have 4 different guys in the match here, and each guy has to shine in the match, right? So so it's going to be a longer match, and so to put them down at level 4 to get through a tag team for me is okay. If you want to have a bigger pay-per-view match, and obviously raise the levels to whatever you feel comfortable playing with. But for this video, and probably for myself, depending on the situation, I probably always play a tag team at level 4, just because it's a longer match probably. So the game is already long already, but for tag teams it would be longer. So I think level 4 is probably the best option to play with here for a tag team. Unless you want to play it longer for a pay-per-view match or a title defense or whatever the case is. So now for tag teams, because we're playing a tag team, You're going to have your normal charts. You're going to have your pinfall submission chart, the wrestling raffle chart. So I got those out, and then you're gonna of course have your thrown out of the ring chart, and you have your cheat chart just in case Cornette can't interfere, or then you're gonna go to this chart for that. So you're gonna have that, and in addition, you're also gonna have for tag teams, you're gonna have a special tag teaming chart. So for tag teams, you have an A, B, C, D of rankings. So I'm gonna go to this when one of the teams wants to make a tag. For this game, they have the Midnight Express rated as an A-rated tag team, and the Road Warriors are a B-rated tag team, and that's just all in the book that tells you what their rankings are. So that's what I'll be referring to when one of them wants to tag out. And then there's also this D-rated team move set. I'm gonna first, I guess, show you the the last thing you're gonna have here is also their tag team moves. So whenever they tag, they possibly will be able to do a tag team move on their opponent. So this is the Midnight Express's tag team moves here, and then this is the Road Warriors tag team moves here. So you're gonna have those to play this match here. And then if you the D-rated move set is actually for if you play a team that's not really known for really tagging with each other. Then there's a move set here for them to pull off possibly double team moves if they have to do tag team moves. So there's that there. So we have that, and there's just one other little specific notes for Animal and Hawk here, and they're both the same. So if Animal, and I'm going to put if Animal or Hawk is hit with either a ram head into the turnbuckle or a pile driver, there's a 55% chance he no-sells it. Animal will make a 2d10 roll on a 1 to 55, and for Hawk it's a 1 to 75. He will no-sell it. And for Animal, if it's a 56 to 100, or for Hawk a 76 to 100, they take the damage. If he no-sells, it shakes it off and walks. He'll shake it off, walks slowly toward his opponent. Animal automatically wins the next 2 control rolls, and then this can only happen 3 times per match maximum. And that's the same for Hawk, but Hawk obviously has a higher chance to no-sell than Animal does because he's a 1 to 75. So that's the wrestler-specific notes for this match here. Okay, so we're going to start it off here. We're going to have Beautiful Bobby and Road Warrior Animal start the match off here. I'm using D20s. I'm going to have the red for the Midnight Express, the blue for the Road Warriors. So, and I'm using D20s just because they're both 2 top teams, even though one's, ranked as a A team and the other is ranked as a B team. These 2 are 2 top teams, so I'm using D20s. And then again, if you had guys that you felt like were lower ranked, then you could use like a D10 versus a D20 for control, or, a really, really lesser ranked guy. You could go with the D8, and then maybe an extreme jobber, an enhancement talent. Then you would roll a D6, possibly against a D20. So, and that way it lessens the chances of them getting more hits on the star wrestler. Okay, so here we go. We're going to start this match off here. Ding, ding. Here we go. Road Warrior Animal and Beautiful Bobby Eaton. So I rolled the dice here, and it's an 11 to 4. So Bobby Eaton's going to have control here. Beautiful Bobby, what's he going to do? A 48. So 48 is a punch. So that is a plus 7. And I'm going to add 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So he does 12 damage to Animal. So 12 damage to Animal. Hits him with a big shot. So the Animal's down to 156. All right. So now we roll again. And now it's Animal who's in control. 85 for Animal. He's got him up in a big press slam. He got Bobby Eaton up in a press slam. That is a plus 19, 20. So that's a 20. And down to the mat goes Beautiful Bobby, taking a huge plus slam for Animal as he flexes at him. And Animal now, he is in control. And now Beautiful Bobby kind of shaking it off now. And now Beautiful Bobby, he's doing a 33. And that's a kick to the midsection. Kicks Animal in the midsection after that big plus slam, doing 11 damage. So now Animal now, he's down to 145. All right. Big plus slam, and Bobby gives him a kick to the midsection. But now it is Animal in control. Animal now, a 94. And he's going to throw Beautiful Bobby into the turnbuckle. So that's a 8, 9, 10. So Bobby's down to 143. Takes a huge shot into the turnbuckle. Now what's going to happen here? Animal gets control. Animal now 79. He's coming out with some big offense on Bobby Eaton. He's going to set him up. Big power slam. A big power slam. That's a 17. 23. That's a 23 damage on Beautiful Bobby. Hit him with that big power slam. And Beautiful Bobby taking a lot of punishment here. And now, if Animal wins control, he could go for a pin. No, he does not win control. So Beautiful Bobby in control. And he might look to tag here. So he's in control. So this is how we're going to roll to see if he tags here. So we roll the 2d10s. He's declared that he wants to make a tag. So he rolls an 18. We go to the tag team chart. He rolled an 18. So, an 18, you successfully make the tag. So, Dennis Condrey comes in, and that's it. He successfully made a tag to Dennis Condrey. He was taking some punishment. So, in comes Dennis Condrey for some action. Loverboy Dennis Condrey. So, now I'll just switch these over now. He made a tag. So, now we roll for control again. So, now Animal now looking to get some offense here on Dennis Condrey at 76. Animal with a flying shoulder tackle as Condrey came in after that tag. Hits him with a big flying shoulder tackle. Big flying shoulder tackles. So that was a 76. Flying shoulder block 20. 24. Big 24 damage on Dennis Condrey as he just stepped in and he's taken some punishment already from Animal. And Animal is in full control of this match here. Animal now. But Condrey going to look to see if he could fire back here. 40 by Condrey is a kick to the midsection again. Trying to stop Animal in his tracks. That's 8 damage. 8 damage to Animal. Condrey hits him with a big kick to the midsection. And now Animal's in control. And now Animal, he's going to see if he can make a tag. He's going to see if he can tag in Hawk. Rolls a 98 on the B chart because they're a B team. A 98. Oh, he tags his partner. Hawk enters the ring and you perform a tag team maneuver. Consult your tag team. Okay, so he makes a tag to Hawk. So Hawk's going to come in. They're going to switch that. And then they're going to roll on their tag team maneuver here. You get to pull off a tag team maneuver. So we're going to roll the 2d10s. We roll a 67. So a 67 is the big Doomsday Device. Plus 30. 35 on Dennis Condrey. Animal picks up Condrey. Hawk's going up to the top rope and they hit the big Doomsday Device on Condrey. So that's 35 points of damage on Condrey. So now he's down to 102. Condrey taking a big Doomsday Device. And Jim Cornette is not pleased about that. And now we roll here as Hawk is in the ring. Now the only thing is he took that Doomsday Device, but there's no pin after it. So he took a big clothesline from Hawk off the top rope. And now Hawk is in control. Hawk now 48. There's a shoulder block. That's doing 12 points of damage. on Condrey. And Condrey taking a lot of punishment here as he just stepped in. And Hawk still in control now. What's Hawk going to do? That is a 4. So a 4 is a grapple. That would just count as 2 moves. So we roll control again. Hawk still in control. As Condrey, you would think he'd be out on his feet, but somehow he's regained some strength here. And now Hawk setting up for a big headbutt. That's 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 points of damage. Condrey taking a lot of punishment. He takes a big headbutt from Hawk. And Condrey looks to be almost out on his feet. Condrey almost out on his feet here. And now Condrey getting control. He's going to try and make a tag. So 78 on the tag team chart is he tags his partner, enters the ring, and they get to perform a tag team maneuver. So he tags his partner. Beautiful Bobby. He's Condrey taking a lot of punishment. All right, so Beautiful Bobby's in, and we get to roll in the tag team chart. What do they do? 45. So 45 for the Midnight Express. Condrey holding Hawk. And as he tagged in Beautiful Bobby, and Beautiful Bobby comes in laying in some big rights and lefts to the midsection of Hawk. And one of the upstairs. Hawk taking some damage there. That's 11. 16 damage from Beautiful Bobby. What a tag team. So Hawk at 137 minus 16. He's at 121. Hawk. Oh, sorry. I didn't switch it. So 172 minus 16 is 156. So Hawk was tagged in, and now that's the damage he's taken here so far. So now Hawk. Beautiful Bobby now looking to try and maintain control, and he does. Beautiful Bobby now with a 56. 56 from Beautiful Bobby is another shot to the head of Hawk. And that's 8 damage. So Hawk now, he's taking a little bit of punishment here. And Beautiful Bobby still in control here. Beautiful Bobby now 25 is an elbow. Elbow right to the head of Hawk. That's 7. That's another 10. And Beautiful Bobby now slowing the match down there as the Road Warriors were in control. Now Hawk he's going to probably look to fire back here. That's 64. 64 from Hawk. He's going to come off the rope, hit him with a big flying shoulder block. Big flying shoulder block hits Bobby Eaton for 25. And Beautiful Bobby goes down on the mat, taking that big flying shoulder tackle from Hawk. And he is hurt. And Hawk now, he is in control. Hawk now, 45. He lands a big right hand. So that's for 8-10. On Beautiful Bobby. Beautiful Bobby starting to wear down, but Beautiful Bobby now going to try and look to come back here, 42. And that's another, he's firing back with his own right hand on Hawk. That's 12 points of damage on Hawk. Now Hawk down to 126. And now they tied. So now we go to the wrestling raffle chart. So we go to the wrestling raffle chart. We'll see what happens here. They tied for control. So now we roll the 2d10s. Let's see what happens. So we roll a 9. A 9 on the wrestling raffle chart. So a 9 is, so we go here, it looks 6 to 12. Each wrestler rolls 3 d10s. The one with the highest cumulative total automatically wins the next 3 controls. That's a flurry. It counts as 3 moves. So 3d10. So Beautiful Bobby, 90, 20, and 70. So he's at 180. And Hawk, so you have to remember 180. So this is, I guess, zeros are 100. 130, 160. So Beautiful Bobby was at 180, so he won. He won that there. And then it says so, and then the one with the highest cumulative total automatically wins the next 3 control rolls. It's a flurry, it counts as 3 moves. So Beautiful Bobby won control there as he hit Hawk with a bunch of shots, and now he's just automatically rolling control moves here. 3. So 13 is a Snapmare. That's a +1, a 6, 7. So Hawk takes 7. So now he's down to 119. So that was the first control move. The next control, he's got 2 more. 55. 55 is another punch. So he's not married him, and now he punches him right in the head. 7. 11. Now he's down to 108. He's got 1 more control move. Beautiful Bobby now. A 32. And a 32. Gets him up. He kicks him into the midsection. 7. 12. So -12. And he is at 96. So Hawk taking a lot of damage there. And then you would, if you were taking counter of the match, you would write down 3 moves there for the counter, right? As that happened. So now, we go back to rolling control. But now it is Hawk looking to tag out. So Hawk is looking to try and tag because he won control. Can he tag? 14. Go to the B. 14. Oh, he cannot make the tag. Beautiful Bobby drags him back to the center ring and executes 2 offensive moves on you. Counts as 2 moves. So again, Beautiful Bobby. Hawk was trying to reach out to Animal. And Condrey comes over, gives Animal a shot, and Eaton pulls him back. And now, what's Eaton going to do? 26. Gives him a forearm. 7. 11. So 96 minus 11. He's at 85. Hawk was desperately trying to make a tag there, and Beautiful Bobby now laying in a forearm shot. He gets another move off on him. 61. And a 61 lands a punch. A 7. 8. So now Hawk in a little bit of trouble here. He's taking some punishment from Beautiful Bobby. And the Midnight Express now in control. Midnight Express now, as Dennis Condrey, he's catching a good breather on the outside as Beautiful Bobby working over the Road Warriors here. And a 65. Hey, he comes off rope, hits Hawk with a big shoulder tackle. 10, so Hawk is at 67. He is taking a lot of punishment here from the Midnight Express, Beautiful Bobby. And Beautiful Bobby is still in control. And a 45 lands another punch to the head of Hawk for 7, 10. So Hawk dwindling here. He is taking a lot of punishment from the Midnight Express. And now Hawk finally is able to have control here. He's going to try and make a tag to Animal. Can he do it? A 70. A 70 on their tag team chart. You successfully make the tag and your partner comes in the ring, a house of fire. Your partner executes 2 offensive moves on the opponent in the ring. So, Animal comes in. So we switch out his chart here. Animal's going to come in and he's a house of fire. He's been waiting for the tag and he made the tag. And he executes 2 offensive moves here. A 50 from Animal. Here's a punch. So 8, 9. That's 78. And he's going to land another offensive move. An 83. An 83. He's got him up in a big press slam. 19. 22. Press slam from Animal. And Beautiful Bobby goes crashing into the mat. And he is hurt. And you can see Beautiful Bobby begging off now. And it's Animal in control now. Animal now, 71. Animal to 71. Beautiful Bobby getting up, hits him with a big drop kick. That does 13 points of damage. Beautiful Bobby now, he's in a lot of trouble. Beautiful Bobby in a lot of trouble now. The Midnight Express, Beautiful Bobby, you're going to try and make a tag. He rolls a 53. 53 on their tag chart. He successfully makes a tag. Condrey's going to come back in. So Beautiful Bobby able to fall back into his corner and tag. Dennis Condrey is Hawk, as Animal, was starting to lay some punishment in on Beautiful Bobby, and now Condrey has come in. Hawk, with Animal maintaining control, grabs Condrey as he comes in. 47 and a 47. He hits him with a big punch to the head. 11. That's 67. Big shot to the head as Condrey is coming in through the ropes. Condrey looks like he's recovered after taking that big Doomsday device earlier. And now Condrey, though, wins the control. And an 18 is a knee as he lifts the knee to the midsection of Animal. So that does 9 points of damage. So Animal's down to 128. And that slows down Animal a little bit there from taking his momentum. Oh, we're again going to the wrestling raffle chart. Let's see what happens. Now you could decide if you want to go to the wrestling raffle chart, or you could bypass and roll for control again. So it'll be totally up to you. But we'll see. Let's try again. Let's see what happens here, because this match here on 99 on the wrestling raffle chart. What's going to happen? A 99. The wrestlers in the ring exchange punches in what turns into a furious brawl. Then an amazing turn of events. The underdog in the match, the lower ranked wrestler or team, pulls out their finishing maneuver. So the lower ranked team in this would be the Road Warriors, because they're a rank B. So pulls out their finishing maneuver, final move, and an individual move set. So right now it is Animal in the ring. His final move here would be a bear hug. Or a clothesline, but a bear hug has the 2 stars. That would be his final move here. Apply the damage for the move. The underdog has 1 roll, 25% chance to pin the opponent, 76 to 100 on a D10. What an upset, but what was the wrestler or team who cannot convert at the end? A multi-man tag match. There's chaos. All the wrestlers hit the ring at once. Lowest ranked wrestler in the match hits the finisher on the highest ranked wrestler not on his team. This could be a major upset. So, again, we're going to straighten this out here. So the wrestler in the ring, they're exchanging punches. So Animal, Condrey exchanging punches. Turns into a Pier 6. Then an amazing turn of events. The underdog in the match, the lower ranked wrestler or team, pulls out their finishing maneuver. So the lower ranked team is the Road Warriors, because they're a B. So we're going to say Animal. They're in the final. He pulls out their finishing move, final move, and an individual move set. Individual or when applicable team move set. So maybe the team move set, which would be Hawk. So this is a team move set. So Hawk picks up the opponent so Animal could do a second roll power slam. So this is actually their finisher here. So this would be their team move set. So it would be a plus 35 and 6. So that is a 41. So we're going to take 67 minus 41 is 26. So Condrey is at 26 after their finishing maneuver there, the power slam. So now we go back to this here. So they did their final move set, an applicable team move set, which was applicable. Apply the damage for the move. We did that. The underdog has a 1 roll, 25% chance to pin the opponent on a 76 to 100 on 2d10. So not even going to the pinfall. If he rolls a 76 to 100, the match is over. And that is it. An 88. They hit him with the big power slam. And now they're going for the cover. 1, 2, 3. It is over. The Road Warriors have defeated the Midnight Express. What a match. Hawk and Animal. Hawk picked up Condrey and Animal did a second row power slam, bam! And then you see Eaton was trying to come in there, and Animal stopped him from coming in, and Hawk made the cover, and that was it. The Road Warriors have beaten the Midnight Express here. What a match that was! Here, in the squared circle. All right. So there you have it. That was a tag team match. And so, yeah. So as you can see, I think I was very, very comfortable playing it at a level 4. And, you could see the numbers dwindling on both teams. Hawk was at a 57. Animal was at a 128. Condry was at a 26. Eaton was at a 43. So I think that's actually, I'm okay with that. Even if the match went still a little longer, I've had, other, like a Phil Singer tag team match go probably just as long, because the tag team, obviously you're playing with 4 guys. There's, the tagging back and forth and the different fatigue energy and all that. So yeah, that actually, so I think as a suggestion, I would play a tag team match at level 4. I think that's very fair. If it was probably a, title match, I would probably go up to, level 3 to have it really settle the score and really show the differences of the teams maybe a little more. But I think if you wanted to play a comfortable tag team match, I think level 4 for 4 guys. And then obviously if you had like a 6-man tag or something, you'd probably want to play it at the level 4, I think. If you play it, maybe it'll be on a level 5 for a 6-man, because then, just you're getting right to a pin kind of thing if you wanted, kind of deal. But it's totally up to you. So now that I've done a few different videos showing off some details of the different matches, I think I'm going to give my final thoughts on this game, and just a little mini review. So this game, the Squared Circle, overall I really love this game. I really dig this game. I think it's a really, really cool simulation. It is a wrestling simulation, and if you want to play out these different federations, these different associations, it's all in the different books, and they have the different guys, and so even if you were kind of like stumbling and, didn't know who to make as a team, or, who to challenge, for the titles and stuff, it's kind of all already there for you. So I like that kind of setup a bit. And then, if you didn't have wrestling knowledge, it's there for you a bit. And, you could easily go back and play the different feuds of that time period, or, have the stories, that you remember watching. And I think it's all cool in that way. I think this game plays out nicely in that way. Now, obviously, the biggest thing with this game is obviously the point system. Excuse me. Sorry, the point system is something you'll have to play with. Just give me a sec here. Okay, sorry. Yeah, so the point system is something you're probably gonna have to play with. I like it. I like it in the way that you're really seeing a difference between the different wrestlers, and it's almost like a video game where they have an energy bar type thing. Like there is an actual set number, and you're taking it down for for the fatigue process kind of thing. So I do like that. I like that aspect of. And then the guys are ranked differently according to their, where they were ranked, in as far as, having championships maybe, or popularity, and then being an enhancement talent and whatnot. So to have the enhancement guys beat a top guy is going to be really, really hard in this game, which I like, because this game will always probably be compared to the Phil Singer game, because of there's real wrestlers involved in both games, right? So let's just be honest about that. And both systems, I think, to me, have their own place, right? And I think there's room for both these games in your wrestling gaming collection. So and then the realism, like, like to have the different moves and stuff like that. I think it's really different, to really kind of play it out and to have the different moves be pulled off, and it's really easy. It's the control factor, just rolling the dice and just seeing who does what. Um, so in simplicity ways, it's really easy. Feels and I don't want to. I don't really want to compare the two games. But the Phil Singer game, it's probably a little easier, right, to get to the table and have you have the two wrestler cards or the cards. They're already, the cards are smaller, and they have all their stats on it. You have a few charts, and it's probably a little more it's more accessible to get to the table and play out the matches quickly, especially if you use the Phil Singer rules, right? You could have a match, be done in like, I don't know, 5 to 8 minutes on sometimes, right? And go through a whole card of matches, if you do about 5 matches, and I don't know, roughly an hour and a half or something like that, or whatever the case is, right? This one here, you're playing a match through, it's like entirety, because you're having the little detailed moves also involved. And I like that. I do like that. That he included all those little things for the wrestlers, and it is a simulation in that way, because if you go back and if you watch the old wrestling matches, everything wasn't a hold after a hold after a hold, or big moves. There's a lot of walking around, and jostling for position, guys throwing a punch, walking them into the ropes, throw a kick, whatever, a chop, so it's real in that way, and I really do like that. I really do appreciate it. And so it's just going to be a matter of what you have time to play with, right? Do you have time to play a simulation game and set up papers with energy levels and stuff like that, and have the different charts? You have to look through a few of these different charts and stuff like that. I mean, both games have it. Both games have charts. So, and any other simulation games out there as well, any other sporting games, they do have their own charts and stuff like that. So I don't think that's really a knock on this game or any other sporting game or wrestling game out there. That adds flavor to your matches to have the charts, and that to add the extra to it. Now, another thing I want to address too is obviously the Phil Singer games, because again, we're always going to compare the two games here because of the real wrestlers. But obviously the Phil Singer games have the do the quotate, the licensed wrestlers, right? So they actually get licensed wrestlers for their game. This game here is obviously using real wrestlers, and then he does have a disclaimer on the front of his book. I know there are people in the comments kind of asking, how is he able to do this and stuff like that. I think I'm not going to go deep into this, because this is his game, and he knows probably the legalities of what he's able to do with his game. But this game is pretty much a strat, dice based game. If you have the other sports games, boxing, football, basketball, whatever, they're all using guys' names in that. There's no logos and all that type of stuff here. And then I'm sure the pictures are probably just like if you were doing a video or a book or whatever, and you're using, for, I guess, kind of like, for showing off purposes kind of thing. Now, I don't know the legal rule sets. I'm not going to go into legal rule sets and stuff like that. But you have to think here, this guy has made this game for quite a long time. Mr. S.T. Patrick, he's had this game for quite a long time. And, this game has been out since 2020, I believe, with already 4 books here in 2023. So, it's up to you as a consumer whether you want to support the product or not. And I chose to support this product. I think this is a wonderful product. I think it plays very, very well. I think it's a nice compliment to Phil Singer games, like to just have another wrestling game in your collection and to be able to, play whatever matches. And also, everything is nicely in a book that you have all these different wrestlers. This game here, it comes, like I said, really well packaged, because it has the different books, 4 different books for 4 different associations and federations or whatever. All the different wrestlers are there, all the different matches, as you saw in one of my other videos. There's all the different theme matches from those particular association, federations, regions, whatever you want to call them. So I think that's very cool that he has those things and they're already in the book already. So I think that's very cool. And uh, yeah, it's a great. This is a really really great game. It's a great game. It's not for everybody. Again, if you want something that's a little faster, then stick with the Phil Singer games, or there's other quick wrestling games out there like Go Fight Pow and the Super Show. There's all those types of games. Um, but this game, I think it's a great, great simulation. The guys all have their moves. It is a dice game, so anything could happen in a dice game, right, guys? Like, so, um, anything can happen. Obviously, you watch me play Phil Singer games. I've played matches where I had Honky Tonk Man wrestle Ricky the Dragon, and the Dragon hit him with a chop and pinned him off a chop, and then you're kind of like, what just happened, right? And then you're making kind of like your own stories and excuses for why that happened. And same thing could happen here. I had a match the other night with these same teams. And Condry, I believe he did a roll up on, I think it was Animal or Hawk, whoever it was. And I think it was a small package here. It was an E, and he was able to roll a 3 count on him, right? So it wasn't the finisher. It wasn't a full Nelson facebuster. It wasn't the exact finisher. But hey, again, it's a dice game. Anything could happen. And that's all just part of the reality of playing a dice game. And then another thing, I guess, too, is people, you have your managers here like Jim Cornette, and so in this game he's kind of waiting for one of his guys to roll a cheat for him to interfere, as opposed to the Phil Singer game where he's a little more eligible to interfere if there's a pinfall, or if his wrestler is in trouble, then he could have your manager interfere. So it's just a matter of what you prefer, and I'm sure if you go back to watching real wrestling matches, I don't know how much manager interference there are in matches. You'd have to like watch that, but for Phil Singer to do that, that's cool, and that I appreciate that they, your manager can interfere almost at any time in a match, really, kind of thing, and that's cool. So that's one system, you prefer and not prefer in this game or that game, or that kind of thing. But I think overall, though, this game does a lot of things right with the different. It actually has a pinfall and submission chart. The throwing out of the ring was actually really cool. Just the other night, I was playing a match, and one of the guys, I think one of the Road Warriors, threw one of the Midnight Express out of the ring, and then I rolled on the out of the ring chart. They both busted each other open they hit each other in the ring post, and then but it didn't say they go back into the ring, so it usually, sometimes, you do something and then they're both back in the ring. This one, actually, they still could fight outside the ring. Actually, I had to roll another roll for them to be outside the ring to say, okay, now they go back into the ring. Something else happened. So that was kind of cool that they were both fighting outside the ring for a bit, and then they went back into the ring. So that's really cool. And another thing too that this game does too is it actually has its own counter system or move system for what do you call it? For pulling off moves. So it has its own timer. So again, you could use that. You pull off 70 moves, and that's a 10-minute time limit. Or you just go right to have a time limit. Yeah, sorry, I just had to pause video there. My wife was coming in the door there. So, anyways, so overall, just great. It's a great game, guys. Again, if you have any other questions about this game, the gameplay, check it out at the Squared Circle at gmail.com, or Mr. St. Patrick, St. Patrick, will answer your questions about this game. I am no way affiliated with St. Patrick or the publication of this game or anything like that. I just simply bought this game and as a wrestling fan, a guy who plays wrestling games and sports sims games, and really liked how they have all the different real wrestlers in here. I thought that was really cool. So yeah, I'm not in any way affiliated with him. This game just really had no coverage for being out since 2020. That I kind of thought, well, this needs a few videos at least to kind of show off the gameplay and that. So if anybody else wants to get involved and make a decision on whether they like it or not, then they have that option, right? Where they could actually see, oh, how this game plays out and that. But again, it's a great game. It has a different territory, 4 different books out. Each of them have their own wrestling raffle charts for that territory. So that's really that's really cool and thematic. And then you could switch it around if you want. The wrestling raffle charts. Yeah, each book has their own specialty matches, and I think that is just really really cool, guys. And then also he's like I said in a previous video that he has a Memphis book coming out, probably coming out in May actually. So that's really cool. So that will be excuse me, 5 different wrestling associations out. So that's saying something that you'd have 5 different books out in since 2020. So, anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed these gameplays and seeing how this game plays out. And then again, as you saw in the previous video, he had there's a quick play option, so you could just roll just the two d10s, boom, you have a result. You roll another thing, boom, you have your you have the winner, you have the result of the match, and it's that quickly. So you could play a few matches like that, and then go to your main event or your semi-main event, play them out a little longer, and you could have your full card that way. But again, if you're not feeling comfortable playing at the high levels, 1,000-point Ric Flair versus whoever, bring their levels down. There's 5 different levels. Play at whatever level you're comfortable at, and play it that way. Okay, he has his suggestions of what the counter should be, the different levels should be for the game for each wrestler, and you choose what you feel you're comfortable at. You play your different federations. Guys will move up and down with their point system. So then the ratings will be a little different for each guy if you're keeping track of that. And again, this is a game. It's really a strat game. It's really a true strat wrestling game in the sense you're writing things down. You're you're having to keep track. It's like any other like football stratomatic football game where you're writing guys' stats and stuff down. And it's a matter of if you're comfortable with doing that or not, right? So yeah. So anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed the videos here. Thanks again for watching. If you have any questions, comments about the game, please feel free to leave any comments. Again, like I said, I'm not affiliated with Mr. St. Patrick. I'm just doing a video here, just showcasing off the different ways to play it. I think I've done that in these last few videos here. I'm still going to play this game. I still really much enjoy this game. I enjoy the Phil Singer games as well, as much as I'm showcasing off this game. I still enjoy Phil Singer's games. Like I said, I think there's room for both in my collection, that I'll be able to play both these games, and just enjoy. This is just bringing me back to being a true wrestling fan of this time period of wrestling. Okay, so anyways, guys, thanks again for watching, and I thank you all for those who have made comments and subscribed to my channel. Thank you again. I will have different videos coming out. Again, I've been really busy, just working on that. So it's hard to make these videos, but I'm really going to try and put out some more videos of different content and stuff. And hopefully you guys enjoy. Alright, so thanks again, guys. Hopefully see you in the next video. Take care, and God bless, and see you in the next video. Take care.